In the heart of the city, there stood a restaurant like no other. Chef Victor was a culinary genius known for creating dishes that were not only delicious but otherworldly. He had a reputation for being secretive and eccentric, often claiming to have discovered a unique ingredient that set his dishes apart. When food critics praised his restaurant, it became the talk of the town, drawing people from near and far. Chef Victor's mysterious aura intrigued everyone, and his clientele grew rapidly. As more people tasted his creations, they felt an insatiable desire to return for more. However, they couldn't help but notice that the chef always wore gloves, never revealing his hands. Rumors began to circulate that something sinister lay beneath those gloves, but no one dared to ask. Despite the restaurant's success, unsettling incidents began to occur. Diners fell mysteriously ill after consuming Victor's creations. A young food critic, Samantha, took it upon herself to investigate. She started by interviewing the affected diners and found disturbing commonalities in their stories. Each had seen something unnerving in the chef's eyes as he prepared their meal. Samantha's pursuit of the truth led her to delve into Victor's past. She discovered that the renowned chef had once been part of a secret culinary society that dabbled in the supernatural. The key to his culinary success was an eerie ingredient, one that he believed held the power to manipulate the souls of those who tasted it. As the restaurant's popularity grew, so did the malevolent influence of the ingredient. It became clear that Chef Victor was using the dish as a vessel to consume the souls of his diners, leaving them in a state of despair. Samantha decided to put an end to his reign of terror but knew she had to taste the dish to unveil the full horror of its effects. Samantha confronted Chef Victor, and as she tasted his dish, she felt herself being pulled into a nightmarish realm. There, she met the tormented souls of those who had dined at the restaurant and uncovered the shocking truth about the malevolent ingredient. Samantha realized that the only way to break free from the malevolent grip of the ingredient was to confront the chef in the physical world. She returned from the nightmarish realm with a newfound determination and rallied the support of the affected diners to put an end to Victor's reign of terror. A terrifying showdown between Samantha, the affected diners, and Chef Victor took place within the restaurant. As the malevolent ingredient's power surged, the battle between good and evil reached its climax. Samantha used her knowledge of the supernatural to expose Victor's true intentions. In a final act of bravery, Samantha and the affected diners succeeded in breaking the malevolent spell that had plagued them. As the malevolent ingredient's influence waned, Victor was left powerless and defeated. With the malevolent ingredient destroyed, Chef Victor's reign of terror came to an end. Samantha documented the harrowing tale of the restaurant, ensuring that the world would never forget the malevolent menu that had terrorized its diners. The restaurant, once a place of culinary magic, was left to history as a chilling reminder of the horrors that could lurk behind even the most delectable dishes. In the heart of a bustling city, there existed a renowned restaurant known for its exquisite cuisine. Chef Emily, a prodigious talent, had long dreamt of owning her own establishment. When she finally realized her ambition, she opened her restaurant in an old, historic building. However, Emily's culinary dreams soon transformed into a haunting nightmare. The restaurant's building was a former mortuary, and as Emily worked to restore it, she couldn't ignore the lingering presence of the past. Eerie occurrences became commonplace, from unexplained noises to shadowy figures. Despite the disturbing signs, Emily was determined to create the finest dining experience in the city. Chef Emily's restaurant gained notoriety for its impeccable dishes, which had a unique and unplaceable flavor. However, as time passed, a sinister reputation began to overshadow the culinary accolades. Diners whispered about the mysterious chef, who seemed to possess knowledge beyond the culinary arts. His face remained hidden beneath a heavy chef's hat and a surgical mask. diners reported increasingly bizarre experiences. Some claimed to have seen glimpses of spectral figures while savoring their meals, and others described an overwhelming sense of dread. The restaurant's flavors were haunting in more ways than one, leaving patrons entranced yet unnerved. Local legends revealed that the building had once been a hotspot for illegal surgeries. It was rumored that the former owner, a disgraced doctor, had experimented on his patients in gruesome ways. Chef Emily began to suspect that the malevolent energy from those dark times was influencing her restaurant's food. Chef Emily's search for answers led her to discover a hidden chamber in the basement, filled with the remnants of the doctor's sinister experiments. It became apparent that the malevolent energy of the place was being channeled into the dishes. Emily realized that the specters of the doctor's victims had become a part of her culinary creations. Diners continued to flock to the restaurant, unaware of the sinister secrets that tainted their meals. As they consumed the dishes, their lives began to unravel, plagued by hallucinations and psychological torment. Chef Emily was torn between her love for cooking and her responsibility to free the spirits trapped within her culinary creations. Chef Emily, armed with her culinary skills and the knowledge of the restaurant's haunting history, confronted the malevolent spirit that had taken control of her establishment. In a nightmarish showdown, the chef fought to regain control of her kitchen. As the battle between the living and the malevolent spirits reached its climax, Chef Emily found a way to break the curse that had plagued her restaurant for years. She used her culinary prowess to create a dish that freed the spirits and exorcised the malevolent energy from the building. With the curse broken, the restaurant's sinister reputation faded, and Chef Emily's establishment returned to a state of normalcy. However, the experience had taken a toll on her, leaving her forever changed by the malevolent shadows that had haunted her culinary dreams. The restaurant, once a place of terror, was left to history as a chilling reminder of the horrors that could linger within the most delectable dishes.